Right here, Hillbilly Half-Acre Homestead, and I'm going to show you the way I cut Rabbit's toenails today. This here's Romeo. He's a big boy. Here, I'm going to flip him over like this. Oh, and as you can see, I got him on his back, and he does need a toenail clip. We use regular dog clippers you can get at, say, Fred's or the dollar store, Walmart. Okay, here we go. Now you do got to be careful. Got to pull all this fur back. Like I said, this is the way I do it. It's a lot easier. Just put his nail in there and make sure you don't get down here by the quick or it will hurt. He does not like that. Yeah, and he'll bleed like a stuck hog. I mean, they will bleed. And if you do get close enough to this quick, see like this nail right here, just barely cut the tip. Like I said, just pull this fur back. It is kind of hard sometimes. If you do cut too close to the quick and it does start bleeding, just go in your kitchen, get some cornstarch, and put on it, or flour, or see. I mean, he jumped a little bit, but I didn't get real close. And it is hard to find these rabbit's nails sometimes. Like in the New Zealand's, they got real thick pads, as you can see on the bottom of their feet. And so it makes it a little bit more difficult to find the nail. Just keep on digging down until you find it. And then just keep on clipping. Oh. Well, Romeo, gotta get close. Yeah, but didn't get you. You ain't bleeding, so you're good. You're good. It's okay. And just talk to him. Keep him calm. That's what I do. Romeo, you got a lot of fur. Like I said, this is what I do when I clip him. You just talk to him. You pet him. Try to keep him calm, because I think the snap, when you clip it, does start at them some. So, just talk to him, pet him, take a break for a few minutes, and just keep him calm. Ain't that right, big boy? Just make sure when you do clip them, or go to clip, that they do need their nails actually clipped before you cut them. And make sure they ain't real short.
If you had to guess, how often would you say they get their nails clipped down?
Maybe once or twice a week.
No, a week?
No, well, a month.
Okay, yeah, that sounds more.
Maybe once or twice a month.
So every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that way you can just clip a little bit of nail. You don't have to cut real heavy.
Right.
Basically, you're just cutting the tip off, right?
And see, as you can see on this one, I'm not going to cut that. That's really short on his front paw. Always check this right here. This little, I guess, little thumb you want to call it on a rabbit. See if it needs to be cut. And yes, that's going to be one of the hardest ones to do.
I have noticed on rabbits that we bought and brought home, a lot of times people will cut their nails, but they ignore that one. And they either don't realize it's there, or they're afraid to cut it and just let it grow.
Right. Well, there has been times I've looked at it and been afraid because it have a little bit of a point, but not long enough I want to try to cut it.
But you ain't going to let it grow long enough that it's going to dig into their paw or something.
No.
Because it does curl up. I'm saying, I've seen some that were excessively long when we brought rabbits home, and it takes a little while to get that cut to where you can cut it down short, because the quick grows out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If they get too long.
Yeah. If you let your rabbit's nails grow and not cut them, the quick will actually grow up really close to the top, and you have to be real careful when it's like that.
His nails are colored, but they're kind of a light color towards the tip. Can you tell where the quick is easy on the reds or not?
You can.
It's usually probably the ones that have black nails.
It's the blacks that I've had trouble with. The blacks are the hardest because you cannot see the quicks at all.
So you just pretty much cut the tip and guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to kind of keep. You got to kind of work, I guess, a little harder to stay on top of them so they don't get too long. Then.
Right.
Once you get them cut down where you want them.
And as you can see, he's been real good. He's a good boy.
Well, they get it done so often, you keep them used to it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have had a few that no one will cut their nails, and when we get them, and they're just a plumb awful, and they'll be painted behind the clip.
But that's because they haven't been clipped, so they're not used to being clipped, and they're scared of it.
Right.
But you've also had some rabbits like that too. After you've had them for a few months, that they would be easy to clip too, wouldn't they not?
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting them used to it.
You have to get them used to it. And me, I find the best way when I first turn them over, kind of pet their stomach and talk to them, look at them, and that calms them down too.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know you hear Chuck talking in the background over here, but I just want to tell you, I have actually seen. You know, you think something like this would be, a rabbit's easy to stress anyway, and you think something like this would be stressful. But I have actually seen the way she's doing this. I've actually seen rabbits lay there and go to sleep while she was cutting her nails. And that's no exaggeration. Who was it? Jasmine? Jasmine or somebody the other night fell asleep while you were cutting her nails.
It was Jasmine.
And it can be comical to watch a rabbit sleeping on its back. They don't, because rabbits aren't known for. They don't like being on their back in the first place. But these guys, they've been through it so much, they enjoy being pampered.
And if anybody ever saw our video and saw Iris, how kind of wild she still is, I've actually had her to fall asleep while I was doing this.
Yeah, Iris, I guess, would be called a nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
She's one of the... And I guess that explains why the other day when she got out, she was out for 3 or 4 days and we couldn't catch her because she wouldn't let us get close to her. But other rabbits that have got out on the ground, Smitty's got out 4 or 5 times. And I just walk up to him and reach down and pick him up. He don't even move or bat an eye. He's so used to and he's comfortable with being handled. But Iris is somewhat of a nervous Nelly, I guess you'd say.
Now on the rabbit's front paws, their paw is a little furrier, and it is harder to try to hold the fur down and cut the nail at the same time. And if you show rabbits, they have to have this fur. You cannot cut any length off of it, right, Chuck?
Really, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't think you're supposed to alter the appearance of the rabbit in any way other than just grooming and clipping their toenails. If they're molting, obviously you can groom them to help remove some of the molting fur, but I don't think you're supposed to trim any fur other than that at all.
Whoa, what's that for, baby?
You didn't like something?
Oh, it's okay. Settle back down.
About got him, ain't you?
Yeah, I only got 2 more to go. You've been doing so good. I did get a little close on that one.
Did it bleed?
A little bit, but not like bad.
That little trick Daniel was telling you about, it works really well, folks. We've done it many times. If you have one and you cut it really, really bad, and sometimes these nails it'll seem like you just can't get them to stop. They'll just bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed. Just take a little pinch of cornstarch or flour, just regular plain white flour. Doesn't matter if it's self-rising or what, because you're just putting it on there to help that blood clot faster, to stop that up to where it'll stop bleeding. But you take a pinch of cornstarch or flour and put it around the tip of that nail. Just pinch up a little cornstarch between your thumb and your pointer finger, and put that nail kind of in there, in that cornstarch or flour, and I'm thinking probably just 4 or 5 seconds. he could have been bleeding for a couple of minutes, and you dabbing it off with a tissue and trying to stop it and what have you.
Oh.
4 or 5 seconds, you do the cornstarch or the flour trick, and that bleeding will be stopped.
Okay, well, you see me cut his nails, and that little trick not only works on rabbits, it works on chickens too if they break a toenail.
Right.
Or a
Yeah,
pigeon,
it'll work,
or
yeah, it'll work on anything.
anything.
On the nails.
Well, as you can see, he's done. Just that one little good flop while ago, but he's been a good rabbit. Oh, he is a good rabbit. He really is. He just got a little spooked, but he's okay. And yeah, folks, I ain't telling you this is the best way, but this is what works for me. Is sitting here on the couch, and flipping them over, patting them, talking to them as I'm cutting their toenails. Yeah, making them calm is the key to getting it done without hurting them. But like I said, on these New Zealanders, you see how thick the fur is on their feet. Just kind of just pull it back and until you see the nail. And with the red, you can see the quick, and with the white, you can see the quick. Well, anyways, we're going to shut this off. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave comments.
Hey, like our Facebook page.
Yeah, like our Facebook page. And we got a website that he's going to put in the video. Anyways, have a good day and God bless.